Now, I seen the title of this video and I got overly intrigued, especially because it's about Larry Bird. This is titled, Why You Never Poke Larry Bird. This is a trash talk story told by NBA legends. Okay. Let's do it. That's all I'm going to say. I asked y'all subscribe. Like, if you're new, join this journey with your dog. We are on the road to 10K subscribers. Man, it's been a journey. It's been an absolute journey. And if anybody that's new to my channel, I ask y'all subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I ask y'all check out more of my content. If you like it, subscribe. If you don't, I can't make you subscribe because you don't like who I am. But hey, if you find who I am, my energy amusing to some degree, or what I do when it comes to me trying to make an impact, not only to myself but also to others, y'all subscribe. And let's get straight into this video.
You guys played the Celtics, Big Three, in the playoffs, '88. What were those matchups like?
They're brutal.
We were trying to go at each other's throat.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. I mean, Game 7.
Game 7 of the 1988 Eastern Conference semifinals for Dominique Wilkins and the Hawks and Larry Bird and the Celtics. It was a time to test their championship resolve. For 3 quarters, the teams fought to a standstill. But it was only a prelude to what was to come.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see whoever made this video. Y'all know what y'all doing with this music in the background. Y'all trying to build it up to where it be something just spectacular. I get it. I get it. And I'm here for it. Let's get back into it.
As the final quarter began, a grueling personal contest of can you top this was about to begin.
Let's do it.
Two men who brought out the best in each other.
While I was in college, I used to watch and get Sports Illustrated, and I remember seeing Dominique Wilkins. I said, man, I would love to play with this guy, not knowing anything about the Hawks.
Yeah.
It was like, I would love to play with him, and then ended up getting drafted by Atlanta. Now Nick's my teammate, and that was like, I mean, a dream come true.
You think about those Atlanta teams with Dominique and Spud and Doc.
Drop, and I mean anybody, drop the Dominique Wilkins mixtape highlight reel. Y'all drop that. I think that's long overdue. That's long freaking overdue. I should have been gotten to that. Y'all drop me a good Dominique Wilkins video in the comment section. Let's get back into it. I'm sorry.
Doc Rivers.
Tree Rollins.
And so, they for sure had the respect of us. Kevin Willis was a good player, and Dominique and Doc Rivers and Spud Webb came off their bench.
And Randy with
Tree Rollins.
Kevin Willis.
Kevin Willis, yeah.
I mean,
Flip Levinson.
the original big guy. Yeah.
We were grown, we were young, we were really athletic. We had that energy that a team would need.
Yeah.
All we had to do was build chemistry, begin to understand each other's games, weaknesses and strengths, and we did that, and we started to flourish after the first 4 or 5 years.
They were a deep team that could score the ball, and if we weren't at our best, we were in trouble.
But with that team, they were so fun to watch because Dominique was the headliner, but everyone else around them. When you talk about Spud Webb, they would come over and play with us across the street at Georgia Tech. You say, this little joker can flat out go. First small guy getting the dunk contest, win the dunk contest, all that hype around them.
Yeah.
The question would be, when it got crunch time, the other team would outsmart them. That was
And it was crazy what Spud Webb was doing because we never seen nobody at that size jump as high as he jumped. You know, like we never seen nobody else do that. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was crazy back then because he was the first among many when it comes to small guards to really show that jumping ability. And it didn't even look like the brother was even jumping. It looked like he was just being lifted by something. Like somebody was just lifting him up. It didn't even look like he was exploding. It just like something, the air just wanted to lift Spud up, and he just went about just doing insane dunks. Sheesh.
That was a pretty good bunch to not win it all, and they had that one. Remember the Dominique Larry Bird big shooter?
It's Game 7 in 1988 against the Atlanta Hawks. Dominique and Larry Bird.
One of the most clutch moments. I remember watching it as a kid. Got me hyped. I went outside and started shooting outside.
Like you in the game.
But
1988.
now had to be one of
Conference
the best moments.
semifinals. Neek and Bird.
Game 7, the Dominique Bird series.
Shot for shot.
shot for shot. Dominique and Bird going back and forth.
You know, we should have eliminated them in 6.
Well, the whole series was crazy. Game 1 and 2, the Celtics won by like a combined 80 points. Like they blew us out.
As the Hawks found themselves down to the final.
They look scared. They like, man, what the freak?
The offensive spark plug,
Pass.
Spud Webb, found a way to slither through the Celtic defense, putting together a career-best playoff performance.
They said, let's lock in.
Guiding the Hawks to a much-needed victory.
I remember coming back from Game 3 to Atlanta, and the big article in Atlanta Journal was put a fork in them, we're done. You know, and then we win Game 3 and then win Game 4, go into Boston and win Game 5. And that was a great game. I think we took control.
The Atlanta Hawks just will not surrender to the favored Boston Celtics.
Hold on, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna have to check this freaking Atlanta team out. Around this, I gotta check because I ain't gonna lie. The way Dominique jumping, boy,
somebody who's already an icon. He's already been sanctified as a Boston Saint. And Dominique represents a different kind of basketball.
Yeah. Adam, Matt, one time we were up 3-2.
We won Game 5 in Boston. We was not supposed to win that game. You know, the critics say. So we knew going to Game 6. I said, man, we could advance and we could beat these guys.
The frenetic Hawks, led by the Freakazoid, had old school Boston by the throat. Up 3-2 in the best-of-7 series.
Shot.
All Atlanta has to do is go down to Atlanta and close the series out.
And then the last play in Game 6 was, you know, Dominique and I were the two guys that scored.
And at the end of the game, we drew up a play.
I called a timeout because they knew what we were running. We called another one.
It turned into a broken play.
I inbounded the ball to Cliff Livingston, and he was supposed to dribble handoff to either me or Dominique. DJ read it, and he top-sided me. Cliff looked at Dominique, and then Cliff went on his own.
I went to bat with left hand running hook. I was mad.
Cliff's right-handed. He shot a left-handed hook shot.
And missed it.
Livingston,
I got it blocked.
has won the game.
Because the play was supposed to come to me, and I'm like, Woody, don't break the play, bro. And so we ended up losing that game, and after the game.
And I remember this old lady at the airport. I mean, and I'm not exaggerating, she may have been 80. You know, had her little purse, and she walked up to me, hey, Rivers, you thought you wasn't coming back, did you? I will never forget that. I wish I knew who that lady was.
Barry made a prediction. He said, Atlanta blew their opportunity. I'm guaranteeing to win in Boston.
Well, they had their chance. You know, they had a big chance to beat us. I think now that we're going to come out and play like we did tonight, but we're going to be at home. And our shots are going to be dropping a little bit better, and we're going to be running a little bit faster. So I'd say Sunday's going to be a big win for the Celtics.
And we had to look at that, right? I guarantee a win. Atlanta blew their opportunity. And I'm like, hey, I don't know what Bird talking about. We have a great opportunity. We going in there.
What? Dominique like, man, I ain't worried about nothing Bird talking about. What? Huh? And I think I heard this story before, but I wasn't able to hear like the extra up on it. I think I heard this story before.
We gonna kick their butt. We coming to win. I don't care what he said. We get to Boston. And we walk out of the locker room, and I stopped. I said, we gonna win this bleep game. I said, if you ain't ready to fight, you ain't ready to go to war. If you guys ain't ready to fight, you ain't ready to go to war, don't even come to the court. Don't come out here. I said, whoever guard me tonight gonna have a long night. Unfortunately, Bird was saying the same thing in the other locker room,
That's
to
crazy.
his teammates. So it set up for one of the greatest shootouts ever in the 7th game. And I remember
Larry Bird, he passed by our locker room. He's like, there's nobody in here can guard me. But he was just playing, though.
Wait, he passed. Hold on. Wait. See, this is why you gotta look at different outlooks. That's why you gotta look at different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be missing something. Before this game, Larry went to their locker room, peeped, and said, you can't freaking guard me before the game. Wait, let me make sure I'm listening to that right. Let me make sure my ears are on.
And I remember
Larry Bird, he passed by our locker room. He's like, there's nobody in here can guard me. But he was just playing, though. Yeah, because he was free.
I remember before this big game against Dominique, that Larry was out shooting, and I was out shooting early at one end of the court. Larry was down at the other end, and I noticed that Larry was down there like shooting left-handed jump hooks from like 12, 15 feet.
Yeah.
He made left-handed shots.
Yeah.
I saw him shooting right-handed jump hooks from 12 or 15 feet. And I went down there and go like, what are you doing? He goes, my Achilles tendons are killing me. My step back it won't work tonight. I need that jump hook. And he made something in that game. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Just adapting. Just adapting to his hurt body. Just adapting. Oh, this don't want to work? Oh, we can just switch that. I just got to make sure I get in extra shots from that just by switching. See, when we talk about legends, when we talk about all-time greats, when we talk about the GOATs of the NBA, come on now. Come on now. This brother's Achilles is hurting him, so he got to switch sides. He got to go to his non-dominant side and still be dominant. Y'all not hearing me. No, y'all not hearing me. Y'all not freaking hearing me, bruh. He got to switch to his non-dominant side to still go be dominant.
Confidence and tells you what kind of a player he was, just to have a game plan of what shots he was going to make that night.
So it set up for one of the greatest shootouts ever in the seventh game.
Despite Bird's brash words, the Hawks seemed unintimidated. And it would quickly become apparent that if Larry was to make good on his prediction, he would have to contend with a high-flying Dominique Wilkins, who would simply play the game of his life.
We came into Game 7 with the right mindset, believing that we would have a chance to win Game 7.
Yeah.
You know, it was one of those Sundays in the Boston Garden, hot, crowd crazy. They expected they were going to win.
Yeah.
I don't think they expected to have a tussle like they had in that game.
Game 7 would go down as one of the greatest games in NBA history.
Dominic was an unstoppable player. No guy could guard him in the league, man for man. You could see his competitiveness. You could see his determination in that Game 7.
There was only one player on the floor who could match his will.
Bird. Bucket. Bro, that's crazy. Wait. The way I'm hearing the freaking drum roll every time it's about to prepare to show Larry getting a bucket. That's hard. That's tough. No, that's tough right there. Hold on, that's tough. He's about to run down Larry just going crazy. Bucket. Get enough. Come on. This is fire. Oh, whoa. Larry.
And I remember he only had 12 points going in the fourth quarter. I remember coming down the floor, and I remember myself, Larry Bird, and Kevin Willis. I really believe this. The reason why Larry Bird got so hot in that game, in that fourth quarter, Kevin Willis and I and Bird was running down the court, and we were running down the court, and Kevin reached across me, put his hands, and puts his finger in Larry Bird's chest. Said, don't let this so-and-so score any one night. Kevin Willis came over and said, Nick, don't let him score tonight. And Bird standing up. The next time I'm looking at Kevin.
It was at that moment that he should have knew that he screwed up by doing that. It was at that moment where he should have knew he screwed up by doing that, bruh. You gonna poke him in his chest, bro? You know who you poking in the chest? That's Larry Legend, Larry Bird, brother. What are we doing? Because why are you poking him? You're poking the wrong person. Go poke somebody else. You don't poke him. I mean, you might know that, but I'm just saying, there's certain people you don't play with, and Larry is somebody you don't freaking play with. Sheeshers.
Kevin, what you doing?
Come on now.
What you doing? You know, his Bird's eyes got like this big.
And Dominique.
Sleeping giant. He got 12 points. Don't.
Bro, you got Dominique like even though Dominique is having a great game, when you did that, he's shaking up because, bro, you're doing that to the wrong guy. What are you? Come on, bruh. Sheesh.
Don't wake him up.
That's crazy. You got the best player on your team telling you to not
What you doing?
wake that brother up on the opposing team.
His eyes got that big. You know, it's like his eyes got this big.
Come on, man.
I was with him. What are you doing? And from that point, it was a shooting match. That fourth quarter was unbelievable.
Come on. Them boys is going back to back. Bird. Dominique.
Larry was
back to Bird.
Dominique was torching me on when he had the ball.
Oh my goodness.
Quarter.
Then the crowd too.
Quarter as far as mano of all time.
Come here. Too much in my bag, bro. Dominique, I can match that though. I got you. Okay.
I gotta come down there offensively. I gotta carry the load now. I gotta keep us going.
Bird, answer.
And I remember sitting down before the fourth quarter, and I'm watching the game. And I remember they took me out for a blow, and Kevin and Cliff Livingston came in the game, and he got hot. And I remember Coach said, "All right, Nick, go in there and slow him down." I said, "Slow him down. He hot now.
Come on now.
Get that."
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can do is try to match him bucket for bucket.
Facts.
That's what turned out one of the greatest fourth quarters ever.
So we're playing, the ball goes up. You know how you clear space, you get that rebound every day. You're not even worried about it. So I push it, I go up to get it, and all of a sudden, man, there's just a force all over my shoulder. He grabs it, he dunks it. You know, the short shorts, they were right here. Right now. I mean, he threw that thing down. And
Oh my God.
Oh,
where did he even come
that's
from?
a classic line. Larry goes, shoot, better box that guy out. I suggest you put a body on him.
Oh my God.
I've never seen a guy that high in my life. He just threw it down. Short shorts right here, huh, kid? Right here, baby. That was not. I still have nightmares about that, Smitty.
Sheesh.
Obviously.
You had 47 in that game. Larry Bird had 34, but 20 of those
In that quarter.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think he ended with 34 for the game.
And the total continues.
I don't think it was so much edge they had. I just thought it was a player that they had.
Bird.
And that was Larry Bird.
Facts.
Bird's time.
Who basically put the team on his shoulders.
Yeah.
In that fourth quarter.
The Celtics are ahead of the Atlanta Hawks. 84-82. Will return to the Garden.
Make it easier for him to bring the ball up.
Bird now cuts
Easy. Left hand. Come on now. That's his non-dominant side, by the way. Come on. Jumper. Come on. Good shot. That boy cooking now. Now you can't stop him. Now that's crazy. Now we getting crazy. Now we getting crazy. Good shot, Neek. That boy Neek like, I'm leaving here with something. Dominique. Oh, he like, man, I'm leaving here with something.
The whole game, Larry, the fourth quarter, kind of then, carried their team. That's what made him so great.
Hey. Bird. Larry. That's in his face, bro. It's the music. It's the music in the back for me. Look at him.
We began the broadcast by telling you about Larry Bird, the following Game 6 victory.
Because if they come double, he's going to make the right play. And the game wasn't that complicated for him, and he made some tough shots. Like I said, some left-handed running hooks. And, and again, he wasn't feeling great at that time of the year, at that moment. And to watch him just gut it out and just to will his body to even finish that game, let alone score 20 in the fourth quarter of a Game 7 is mind-boggling to me.
Larry Bird,
legendary.
Listen, he was unbelievable, and he was so clutch. Nick was just as clutch that night. It's just that Larry in the fourth quarter was unstoppable.
So clutch is not just the final 3 or 4 seconds of the game.
And the thing is, we were sending everybody at him to slow him down. He was so hot that I think one of the shots he hit was a left-handed three.
And we knew it, our opponents knew it, now it's just up for them to stop it.
Yep. In which they was not. In which they was not.
Boston Celtics will win this series.
Man, he was doing a little bit of everything. I don't know really what he was doing in that fourth quarter, but the stuff that he was doing, it was unbelievable, man. I mean, he was hands books. His game was at another level. We was trying to match each other's will.
20 of his 34 in the fourth quarter. Dominique has.
Yeah, Larry Bird hit more clutch shots, you know, in pressure situations than any player.
I told you about each and every one, right?
You talked about Larry Bird saying someone's got to lose this game. When did he say that to you? Early in the fourth or late in the fourth?
No, that was late in the fourth quarter. It was probably like, I don't know, 30, 40 seconds to go in the game. I think it was a timeout, or we were taking the ball out of the bounds. I can't remember what it was, but I remember him saying that. And he said, you know, we both deserve to win, but somebody got to go home.
That's tough.
And, man, to his credit, man, he took the Celtics and put them on his back.
Yeah.
And he would call the spot. Yeah. You know, but he never called the spot against me.
He had respect for you, Dominique.
I tell people
he ain't had much respect with guys on the court. You know what I'm saying? So it's only a handful of guys he actually had respect for on the court. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only thinking of two, which is Dominique and Magic Johnson. Everybody else, I don't know if he was. He probably respect them now, but when it comes to when he was playing between those lines, he didn't really respect many players, really, for real, honestly. It was all about, you can't guard me.
Trash.
That's just how it was.
And let you know every time.
But it ain't the trash. It wasn't the trash where it was the meaning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, I'm going to shoot left-handed this time.
Right.
Why you
put a white boy guard? You got a white guy.
Pretty much
just making you look crazy on the court.
One of the greatest performers I've seen from a guy in those circumstances. You're talking about 7 games in the playoffs. To carry his team the way he did in that fourth quarter.
When you talk about the clutch shots, he hit 10 clutch shots.
I was going to say
that game.
It was crazy too because it's rare in a game you feel it. Like, you know, you guys have been in games where after the game people say, "Man, that was the most amazing game," but you were in it, and you're like, I didn't feel that. I knew it was a good game.
Right.
That was one of the few games I was saying, this was a hell of a game. It was a hell of a game. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's like poetry in motion. I mean, he knew how to play the game before you.
I like that. He said he liked poetry in motion. That might be the best way to describe Larry freaking Bird when it comes to him playing basketball. It might.
You got to him.
And it was a shootout in the fourth quarter. It came down to the last shot.
One left to ponder what might have been. The other to lead his team onward.
Well, boy. Like I said, man, when it comes to Larry Bird videos, it's always great to watch. It's always great to see. I think it's a video I watched where they shared that story. But this video allowed me to be able to get more of a better outlook on it and a better breakdown of it because it's stuff that I missed in this story that I didn't get at first when it was explained the first time. So that's the beauty of doing more research, is the fact that you learn more as you go on. So that'll be all for this reaction video, guys. Actually, y'all subscribe, like if you're new, join this journey with your dog. And y'all be good, stay blessed. Thank God for everything that he's done. And y'all be good. Peace out. Love.